we do a lot of artificial things for other people to look at, but we really cannot deal with what's going on physically in our lives. And when I say artificial muscle, and I'm gonna get my husband to explain a little bit more because he likes to talk about the difference between artificial muscles and real strength and stamina, and how he found out at one point in his life he was just carrying a bunch of artificial muscles around too. And the reason why I say there's a difference between muscles and strength and stamina, because with muscles you can pick something up, but you cannot carry it for a long period of time. And I need somebody who's gonna carry me to death do we part. So that's the thing we need to realize in our relationships, whether it is spiritual, physical. When we sign up for something, do we have the strength and the stamina and our health? Because we go into jobs, we go into entrepreneurs. Do we have the strength and the stamina to carry it on? Because when your health fails, can you still keep that job? When your health fails, as an entrepreneur, will you lose everything? So those are things that we need to realize as people out here. Our health is truly our wealth. That is where everything begins. So talk to them about the difference between artificial muscles and how you define real strength and stamina.
Okay, now let me start like this. Go back to my dad. My dad was 6'7", 275, and he looked like he could pick up the whole world. And I started lifting weights one time. He told me that don't mess with weights. And I said, Dad, I want to get big like you. He said, son, lifting weights is artificial muscles. I said, why, Daddy? A lot of folks lift weights. He said, nah, son, if you want to keep your physique and your strength, you work out internal strength, a lot of cardio. And I said, what do you mean? He told me, he said, do a lot of cardio, push-ups, pull-ups, get some light weights and work out a lot of reps with weights. So after then on, I started learning the difference between full strength and cardio strength, because cardio, internal strength is working from the inside. You know, you do a lot of push-ups, a lot of pull-ups, a lot of jumping jacks. Get you some 5-pound weights, 10-pound weights, and start punching with them. Do jumping jacks with them. That's all you need. You don't need all that heavy weight, because all that do is damage your muscles. You see, a lot of weightlifting have cardio, have rotator cuffs problems, chest problems. See, the knees are wrapped up in bandage because they're lifting all that power weight. See, that don't mean nothing. And all that good pretty stuff they have, after 3 or 4 months to get tired of lifting, all that stuff can go away. So my recommendation to anybody, especially women's, because your body is so temperamental, y'all so delicate, y'all need to do a lot of cardio. 95% of my workout is nothing but cardio. I deal with what I'm carrying. This is the best weight that anybody can carry. Work out with what you can. Work out with this. You can do a whole lot of stuff with this. You know, it's not that much. It don't take that much to work out. You don't have to you don't injure yourself or nothing by doing your own body weight. And I do a lot of jumping jacks. I do a lot of kicking. You don't have to do kicking, but I do a lot of kicking. And what I'm trying to tell y'all is, it's not about how you look on the outside. What's important is on the inside. You have to work on the inside. That's what you have to work on. Cardio is built from the inside, not from the outside. And it's so important because, you know, she's sitting and tell you, because I didn't think my wife was that strong, but when she got in that gym and started working out, I saw how strong she was, and she didn't look like she was strong, so she have a lot of inner strength. She just don't realize she got a lot of inner strength. She got a lot of inner strength.
The thing what I want you to tell everybody that's watching, and because we think that we have to start off at a really, really young age, and if we hadn't began exercising or working out, not necessarily a gym routine, I'm not telling anybody they got to get a gym membership, but you do need to find something that you love. What is it that caused you to start loving exercise? Because I would consider you almost a exercise fanatic. Because I have to tell him to come home. I have to actually call him and say, hey, okay, or call the gym so they can go find him, because he could spend the night at the gym. But the thing is, for you all who are not gym lovers, but want to live a little bit healthier and want to find simple things to do, what is it that you can tell people? What made you fall in love with working out?
Well, that's a good question. What made me start working out? Because I had a lot of anger problem. I had a lot of pressure built up in my chest. I mean, I was a type of person that really want to go off on people. I mean, I'm talking about it don't take that much for me to go off. I mean, and I got tired of that. I need to figure out some kind of way to leave all this stress, because the life I was living, the attitude I was living was real dangerous. I'm either gonna hurt somebody or somebody gonna hurt me. So I had to figure out some kind of solution. So what I did, I started running. And I started running, all my tension on my chest, while I was feeling bad when I get off from work. If I had a bad day, by the time I get off from work, I go running. Then you got to find their stress hole. Find out what relieves their tension, because you don't want to take your stuff from work and take it home to your wife or your girlfriend or to your kids, because when you're stressed out on that job or somebody done cut you off in traffic, you stuck out in a traffic jam, you ain't got no air conditioning in your car, and the time you get home, your wife says something to you, you're ready to blow off on it, or your kid comes sitting in, you're ready to blow off on it. So what you need to do, ladies and men, find you a relaxation. Working out is my relaxation. That's how I started working out, by running 15 miles every other day. I don't do the running no more, but that's a long story with that. And then, and another thing too, I feel a whole lot better. You know, I don't go off on people. Every time I get upset somebody, I go to the gym, I get on the bag, I go kick the bag. But I tell everybody, it's more cheaper to go to the gym, or either go cheaper to go in the park and work out than is take it out on your wife or go take it out on another individual. It's a lot more cheaper. So each individual has to know what they're carrying. You have to figure out what you carry, how to control what you carry. Because if you don't know how to, you can't figure out what this, you're going to be in serious trouble.
So if everybody that's listening, the first key to exercise is finding something that relieves stress, that allows you to get that weight off your chest. I know there are a lot of things that we do that relieve stress. Some of us color. For me, I cook. Some of us read. But it needs to be something that also is physical, that allows your body to relieve some of the pressure and the stresses of the world as well, when you talk about health, your physical health. Because your body can get tight, your chest can hurt, you can end up having heart problems. So when we talk about physical health, you're not just working out so you can look good, you're working out so your inside can become healthy, and by relieving that stress and getting to that place. Now, when you started running those 15, 16 miles a day, were you in the best shape of your life then?
I thought I was. Well, that was a good one too, because like I said, once again, I keep repeating, I just run 15 miles every other day. But a good friend of mine said, "You are in good shape." I said, "Yes, sir, I'm in good shape." So you want to come come to our karate class? I said, "Of course," because I was all cocky. I said, "I'm going to go and show these folks how to work out. I'm in good shape." So he took me to his karate class, which the proper name for it, not karate class, is dojo. But he took me to the JoJo class, and the instructor got a hold to me and worked me out he started working me out at 8 o'clock that night. 5 minutes after 8, I was on the floor, knocked out. I was dead tired. The only thing I did was throw a few kicks and some punches, and I was out. And I couldn't believe that. It was shocking to me, because once again, I was taught if you run to get you in shape. And I'm here to tell you, running, the only thing you do, running do is get you to lose weight and strengthen your heart. Running do not get you in shape. Running do not get you in shape. I'm telling anybody, all the professional trainers, I'm telling you that now. Running do not get you in shape. I'm telling you that from experience. But I lay down there for about 20 or 30 minutes. From then on, I start going back to the dojo class, and after I find out that I can start getting in shape, I start kicking and running, punching and all this stuff. Now I'm in pretty good shape. Not shape like I wanted, but I'm in a whole lot better shape. I love working out, and I started working out. I was 28 years old, and I kept working out till about 44, 45, you know. But I still love to work out. Not much like much I did, not attention. I'm learning now because by me working with my wife, to be able to talk about that later, how I slow my workout down, how I make my workout a lot more better, because I know how to readapt to a whole lot of different people. So we get that into the next segment.
Well, you can go ahead. Tell them how you like working out with me. I know you just love working out with me.
When I go to the gym, I would train. My instructor would train me. We work out 4 or 5 hours a day in the gym, 7 days a week. I ain't never took time off for nothing. I love working out. That's all my way of life was. So working out, I turned down 2 or 3 houses and stuff because I ain't had time to go and check on houses, how to buy a house and stuff. I wanted to work out. But what I'm saying, I used to teach karate class. I used to teach kickboxing, aerobic class. But I had one way of working out. One way. Work out hard and strenuously. That's the only way you're supposed to work out. But that was the wrong way, because a lot of folks got injuries. A lot of folks got health problems. So I didn't recognize it. The only thing I knew, I was satisfying myself. I wanted to show how good a shape I am. And like I said, I'm lucky that nobody didn't go to the hospital. But God set me up with this nice, pretty lady here, and we wanted to start working out, and she had heart problems. And I said, no, she ain't got no heart problem. No, she just want me to be easy on her. I'm not being easy on her. So we went to the gym and started working out. I started pushing her a little hard. Within 10 minutes of the gym, she almost fell out. She started breathing real hard and stuff. I was so scared. I said, "Oh, she got a serious problem." So from that day on, I revamped my workout. I taught myself how to work out real soft, real slow, real constant, and still get a real good workout. So now by me being with her for the past 4 years and working out with her, now I learned how to adapt to other people working out. Now I know how to be considerate of other folks. Ask questions, any injury problems, any health problems. So I know how to work out with people now because now I'm educated now how to work out with other folks. I'm a certified trainer, but it's still that don't mean because folks say they're a certified trainer, they know everything going on, because a lot of them just go down and get that piece of paper and say they're a certified trainer, really not a certified trainer. So I learned how to adapt to other people working out by working with her, working with her daughter, and working with some more folks that got some illness problems. So once again, I love working out. I love working out. Workout is my heart. And I'm going to say another thing. People, please put your health first. I know you got to work. You got bills to pay. I know you got a lot of stuff to do. But say this, if you're in that hospital, if you're in that bed for bed sick, them same bills that you're trying to pay, that same job that you're trying to satisfy is still going to be there when you get well. If not, they're going to find somebody else to take your place. So put your health first. To me, my knowledge is I'd rather have my health any day than to have a whole bunch of money, because if I'm healthy, I can go out the next day and make me a few little dollars. But you can have a bunch of money and be in the hospital and get it all back to the insurance company. So that's my input on that.
So for everybody that's here and watching, what I want you to know, and a lot of times in our society, we have our focuses on the wrong priorities. And we do, because we have been raised and we have been reared, make a living, make a living, make a living. And our priorities are kind of miscued and misbalanced. Yes, it's important to make a living, but also when you're making a living, don't forget to live. And living is keeping up your physical health. Living is about having healthy relationships. And one thing that we learn here, you have to have balance. You have to learn how to adapt to each other. You cannot, it's more than always one way to do something. So we're not wanting you to leave from tonight saying, oh, well, we got to work out that way. We got to work out together. The thing is, especially if you're working out as a couple, that allows you to learn each other, to adapt to each other, to really find out what's going on with each other. That's very crucial, and stay connected. And in our church communities, that will give us the capability to tapping into when people are having serious illnesses. So people don't pass out in church. So it's not to the last minute that we know somebody is sick and passing away. We do not go get ourselves checked out because we like the story. What we don't know will hurt us. We don't want to hear the diagnosis. We don't want to hear anything that's wrong with us. We'll walk around overweight. We'll walk around eating things that we should not be doing. But the whole concept of this station is about having your healthiest relationship with God, having your healthiest relationship with yourself, and definitely being in tune with other people. But if you're not having a healthy lifestyle, it makes it hard to have a relationship with other people because you're always in a bad mood. If you need to work out to relieve stress, you have a bad mood at work. So your professional and your personal life becomes very stressful because you're not relieving that information. So I want you all, before we jump into a song, I want you to know, and I definitely want you all to call in if you have any questions about something, because you're going through something particular that you need to find an exercise. But I don't want you to walk away being blissfully ignorant and thinking that everything is just all right. If you have certain signs or things, we're getting ready to jump in, but I want you all to get the number so you can call back when the songs go off. It is 770-415-2149. So call us, ask questions, let's talk.
Can I ask a question? Hello?
Yeah, you can ask a question.
I want to ask about an older, mature person doing exercise. I want to know, is walking recommended for an older person? What about Tai Chi? What about yoga? Are those geared for older people? Is that good for an older person?
Can the live people hear that question? I'm going to repeat it back for Facebook Live, just getting recommendations, and we're gonna say mature seasoned people because I don't even know any old people, so we're not gonna use that terminology. We're gonna say seasoned, mature people. Exercise is what is more beneficial, because the thing about saying that, we say seasoned people because we all have different health conditions, so you could be a certain age and still be particular health issues. Okay, so answer is Tai Chi, something that's good, walking, and the other was yoga, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yoga, Tai Chi, and walking is good for mature individual. Remember,
Right.
Tai Chi was developed by a lady, elderly person that brought that style to them. That was brought by an elderly lady. That was designed for elderly people to work out with. And you remember, walking was designed for elderly people. And remember, ballet and aerobics really was designed for elderly people. But we got it, the younger generation got into it, come to find out that was real good for everybody. So no, that is real good for you, because let me tell you a little story about that. Because I was out exercising one day and I saw this old lady had about 4 or 5 women out there walking around the park there, and they asked me, do you want to come walking with us? And I started laughing. I said, I'm gonna go out here and show out to you old folks. You know, folks ain't gonna beat me around this doggone track. Well, she was showing me how to walk properly, because I was running. I ain't know nothing about no walking. She started showing me power walk. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
When she got through showing me that power walking, I was sore for 3 days.
Okay.
So no, ma'am, what you doing is you continue to do it, because that's real. That's good for you. That keep you real limber and keep you from having blood clots, and that's real good for you, and keep your memory capacity going on too.
What about how long should a walk be, or is that up to you how long you walk? And I with Tai Chi, that is timed, because I see it and I do it with a program. But walking, how long should that be, or
Well,
is that should be on a timetable?
Well, you as the timetable, you design how far you want to walk and how long you want to walk.
Okay.
Say for instance, you go out to a quarter-mile track, and you have to walk around a quarter-mile track 4 times before you walk a mile. And you have to say, if you want to walk a mile, say I'm gonna walk around the track for a mile, and you made us do it for about 10 minutes. See how many laps you can do in 10 minutes, or either 5 minutes. Because whatever, if you're walking or doing your Tai Chi, 15 minutes is good. Any kind of exercise, 15 minutes is good.
Okay.
You don't have to prove nothing to nobody but yourself.
And that's a good point. I think we get in competition because other people have long exercise that we feel like we gotta go as long. And I think that was something that Fulton brought in earlier, before we met, he felt like exercise, he had to be at the gym 3-4 hours. But you realize 3-4 hours, at some point you've already stretched your muscles enough anyway. The rest of it is just because you're trying to wear yourself out or trying to show out. Yeah, because now he'll show out at the gym. But the thing is, it's not about showing out. It's about really just being in competition with yourself. So if you start out 10 minutes, you can increase to that 15 minutes and then find yourself at the level that's most comfortable for you.
Right.
Yeah, because it's got to be comfortable for you. You can't go out there trying to outdo somebody else.
But let me say this one more thing, important thing. Like I say, all these hours I spend in the gym, I get a good workout, and all the hours I spend in the gym. I learned over the years, I can be in the gym for 1 hour, let's say 30 minutes. I can get me a hell of a workout in an hour, or either 30 minutes, than I do in 4 or 5 hours, because I got my mind set on me, set what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do my workout, how aggressive I'm gonna go with my workout. So it's not a time factor, If you don't do it 15 minutes, you can do a hell of a workout in 15 minutes. You got to put your mind to it and be aggressive to your workout.
All right. Thank you.
You're so welcome. We're so glad you're here asking questions.
Well, I know I need exercise too.
Yeah,
even though I have passed a few seasons, but I'm still trying. I want to be in good health, if I can be in good health, or the best health that I can for my for my age. I like to feel good too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We want everybody. It's no season that you should just give up. Even if you are at a season where you are at your unhealthiest, it is not too late to start. That's the key thing. We want people to start somewhere. And I know I got some people here on Facebook Live that I've been badgering about exercise. So I know I'm telling them in this season is their season to start some exercise and be balanced. And I know we got the music going on, and we probably